My people were tobacco farmers, both sides, generations back.
No kidding.
In Middle Tennessee, on the Kentucky-Tennessee border, I was raised in a town of 500. I was always told 500. Now I think it's 624.
Yeah, things are going well.
Yeah.
Baby boom.
Yeah, but I was born in Bowling Green. My dad was cutting meat at Kroger and was a meat cutter. And that, like at 22, 23 years old, then we moved back to our home place where all of our people were, and ran a grocery store and had a meat processing plant. He ended up doing that, and a farm, and had
the tobacco farm.
about 100-acre tobacco farm, and had a man that sharecropped, and he did alfalfa, corn, soybeans, but mostly dark fire tobacco.
Man, that's a diverse combo right there. Alfalfa and long cut.
I know. And it was in this little bitty country town but it's outside of Nashville, like 35 miles northwest of Nashville, Tennessee. So there was, we did ride into town. Yeah. We'd go to the doctor in the mall.
The doctor in the mall.
The doctor and the mall.
The doctor and the mall. I wasn't sure how.
The doctor wasn't in the mall, was he?
No.
Well,
I think they've shut that mall down that I grew up going to because they said people were shooting people.
And medical malpractice.
She says that like she doesn't believe it, too.
But
She's like, they said people were shooting people. I didn't hear nothing.
But that was over where all the country music stars lived. So country music, all those Porter Wagner, Johnny Cash, all those kind of people lived over in the area close to where I was raised.
Wow.
The Opry and all that.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah. I would see people, out and about.
Really?
Yeah. You'd
Johnny
see
Cash, you see him at the mall?
Porter Wagner at the mall that closed down, but he's no longer with us. And then Johnny Cash and June Carter Cash were at Sherwin-Williams buying paint.
Get out of here.
Yes.
That's got to be made up.
Because no, it's not. Because country
they weren't
music
buying their
people-
own paint. They didn't have a paint guy?
That's how country music people
I need an
are.
eggshell white.
Wow. I mean, what a go. One of the questions that we ask is who's the most famous person you have ever met or saw? And
Early on.
on as a
like
kid.
It would be like a local newscaster usually, but
Yeah,
Johnny
and I
Cash
did.
and June Carter.
buying paint.
And the Mandrell sisters, I don't know, y'all may be too
I
I know
young.
the Mandrill
That's out of
sisters.
The Mandrell sisters, I saw them buying panties and bras at Dillard's.
At Dillard's.
At Dillard's in Rivergate Mall.
That's a great mall name, too, the Rivergate Mall. Is that the one that's closed, the Rivergate?
They had to close it
Because
down.
the shootings.
Because the shoot.
Drive-by
Alleged.
shooting.
Allegedly.
Drive-by shootings. All right, let's go back. So your family has always had this farm, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but somebody else took care of it.
Yes.
So it was just kind of in the family.
Yeah, but we got out there and worked in it some. I mean,
Really?
I've picked tobacco plants. I've dropped sticks, they call it. I've worked in tobacco
What's
fields.
dropping sticks?
In the rows where they chop the tobacco, lay it down. You lay down sticks, so then they pick a stick up, put the tobacco plant on it. Then that's hung on a scaffolding, and then that's taken to a barn and smoked, like a low fire beneath, and cured. That's how they cure it.
Huh.
I know.
I don't know. It was smoke.
I didn't know that at all. As
It's
much
like I was-
tobacco as I consumed, I never knew the process.
Did you smoke cigarettes?
Yeah.
I did too.
Big
Yeah.
heaters.
I did too.
Well, what age did you start?
I didn't start till I was like 19.
Really?
Which is stupid.
What's the brand? What were you smoking?
Marlboro Light.
Okay. A lady.
How good is I
Loved
mean?
them. Loved them.
Well, they were good when they were good.
They were good when they were good,
They're
but it was
not
a
good
monkey.
anymore.
There was a monkey on my back,
Amen.
and
sister.
I'm thankful to get off of that
Me
and
too.
not be hooked on that.
I got 6 of them on me. Right, let's go back. So you have the farm, but your dad was working at a Kroger. And then
and then my grandparents had a grocery store in that little town,
Okay.
and farms on both sides. My mom's parents and they said, "Would you come back and run this store?" So my dad went back and ran the grocery store, and this is how old timey. This is gonna sound like Gunsmoke. Okay.
He was also a bounty hunter.
Back then, farmers, you had a credit. And you could just charge stuff, and then you didn't have to pay for it until your crop came in.
Whoa, that's pretty sweet.
So it wasn't. You didn't make a lot of money, and so, but all these people started asking him to cut up their sides of beef, their cows, and their hogs, and all the the hunters and all that. So he opened up a meat processing plant when I was in 6th grade that was very successful. And
Really?
it worked them like mules. I mean, it was hard labor, but
Like,
but
how
they
big of an
worked.
operation are we talking?
Well, I mean, my family worked in it. My both grandfathers worked in it. 2 aunts, high school kids. They'd hire them.
Like,
and
would it
then-
be considered commercial?
No,
No,
it was for. It was like
I mean,
one of
get the
these like.
grandparents in there. That's
Oh,
not-
okay.
But it was everything was FD. What is it when the government
FDA
comes and
approved.
yeah, they come in and
I just assumed. You
and
didn't have to
inspect
clarify
it.
that.
Inspect it.
Yeah, we.
All right, yeah.
It was
Not the
very
feds.
clean.
I know.
It was very clean
She's
and up
very.
to standard.
You got a thing with the law, you know. And
I do
allegedly
have a
there was
thing.
shooting.
It was all FDIC, all approved.
But we cut up farmers, their cows, all that. But people came from all over Kentucky and Tennessee, and they stayed busy for 20-something years.
That's great.
And
And
where did-
worked.
I'm sorry.
That's okay, my angel.
Finish. I just cut off a Southern woman. I'm
I
dead
know.
beat. It's finally caught up to me. Where did you guys live? Where were you guys actually living? Where was the house?
The house was on, it's 2 or 3 acres, and that meat processing plant was up in the back of that. So
Really?
we shared a driveway with that.
Okay.
So I grew up. I'm gonna. So deer season, all these people kill deer. We didn't have enough space in those freezers because they had cows and so many deer in them or hogs or whatever.
Sure.
So if it was cold enough, they hung those deer in the trees until they could get to them. That's
your
how
yard,
busy they were.
essentially, yeah.
Yes. And my sister was in college trying to date, cute football players from
City
other parts
boys.
of the United States. Yes, and she would be so embarrassed because there would be all these carcasses and stuff hanging. But I was proud of it.
Good.
But I dated little farming boys,
Country boys.
Yeah, and we cut up their people's meat.
Yeah, it was
So
normal.
I thought it was normal. It did not. And then we had all these dogs, stray dogs, because we had all this.
all the meat.
So there would be, a fat beagle with a deer leg in his. And I had a beagle that I ran over several times, but he was so fat.
Ran him over?
He said, I didn't mean to.
In the car?
I backed over him. I didn't mean to, but he
Several
lived.
times.
I mean, he was so heavy that it would just go boom,
I
and
got,
then he would
I
get
got
up.
one of them too. Yeah. Huh.
What?
Country. I'm talking country.
Country. Okay.
Very rural.
There's something about a fat beagle that just, anytime you see one, it's a good
He looked
time.
like a stump.
Comedy gold right there. Hey, he was co-starring in the TV shows back in the day. A fat beagle. You always had a fat beagle in the show.
Huh. Okay. Man.
How many brothers and sisters?
One sister.
Just you and your sister.
Uh-huh.
And your mom.
Beth. And she's 3.5 years older than me.
Okay. So it's you guys, it's you and your mom and your dad in
And
the
my
house.
mom and daddy.
And how were you in school?
It was okay.